Hello and welcome to my medieval world show around. This is a medieval England with a couple of hobbity bits chucked in and other buildings of different areas of England. Now, as you can see, we started off staring at a leafy wall. I should probably leave that alone. Such jokes. Anyway, it's a bed and a box and a tent for someone who likes to hunt, because everyone loves hunting in medieval England, even though it was banned to hunt deer by some king. Who was it now? William the Conqueror. Yes, because he conquered us but banned deer hunting because he was an absolute twat. Anyway, boxes, bed, floor, leaves. What else do you want? With a bit of a viney overhang here. It's, yeah, constructed of wooden leaves. Very nice survival tent for the rich and the poor folk alike. Sofa-esque kind of thingies for campfire, you know, roasting marshmallows on the campfire, even though they didn't have them in medieval period. Who cares? Who cares about details? Anyway, onwards, out of this dense forest and into the heartland, which is my kingdom. Yeah, it's not much of a kingdom anyway. I haven't got many buildings or even a town. As you can see, I have built a hobbit hole. Oh, you copied that off of... what's it? I don't care whether I copied it off someone. You get ideas from somewhere. Anyway, no admittance except on party business. Didn't put that in his video, did he? No. Yeah, enough ramblings. Reference to the Lord of the Rings, if you didn't know. And why do I keep doing it? Poncy piece of... Never mind, please swear. Wasn't going to. Anyway, you've got... What I've added here is Sting and Mithril armour from Bilbo's adventures in Erebor and Lake Town and all those areas of lovely, filled with lovely people. Yeah, such welcoming people of Lake Town they are, and the Wood Elf Kingdom of Mirkwood. Anyway, onwards towards my Tudor or early medieval period inn. If it was Tudor, it would be it would be a box timber framed house, of which it is not. So yeah, it's not. Or it would be A-frame strut. Ramblings. Anyway, well, everyone wants a well. So we go in here, boring, no furnishings whatsoever, fire pit if you want to kick your son in there when he's constantly trying to cut you up with a knife that he acquired from a thief somehow, because that's what children did in those days. Anyway, you've got beds, doors, red lighting to make it feel gloomy, because everyone loves gloomy houses. Damp. It feels right. The clay makes it feel damp in here, even though you can't actually feel anything. It makes it... Anyway, you have to be high to be able to feel... Anyway, stuff. Bedroom, master bedroom for the owner, because the owner has a lot of money and clearly is the only place where they cook food here. So if you want food, you have to ask the owner, otherwise you get kicked out. I'm sorry, but you can't bring it into your rooms. You get crumbs everywhere. You don't want that. Rats either. Little dodgy bridge. You might go, oh, it's not symmetrical, I'm going to have a fit. Well, obviously, I hate having it non-symmetrical, but it's going to have to be like that because period... No, didn't say period, that's disgusting. I was going to say something after it, but I forgot. Anyway, dam with, yes, box frame. Doesn't mean it's Tudor though. Let's see, I've cut off the water supply going through here, which was a massive pain in the arse. Ramblings. So it looks like the dam's actually working, and I've got a little bit of water coming through, even though there's no hole in the wall, which makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, Stonehenge. Everyone loves a bit of Cornwall in the south of England, apart from the accent, obviously. Then you've got... didn't say that. Oh, look, another YouTube copied thing. Well, I have to learn from somewhere, don't I? And this kind of helps. Oh, forget that was even there. Okay, then. This wasn't copied, just saying, because I can use my initiative. Those things were built early on in my years of Minecraft because I did not know Soddle, which was fun. This is the English fun. This is a tournament style tent thingy. The blue represents the south and the red represents the north. No, wrong way round. Blue represents north, red represents the south. Idiot. You've got everything you need to repair armour, apart from health potions for wounded. So if you get wounded, you're kind of screwed. And tents for people who are competing. Yet I have not built an arena, obviously, because I got bored. That happens all the time. The south people, from which I am from, leaders, cannot construct sentences. Their leader, there we go, has his own tent, whereas the south's leader has to sit on the dirt outside. Yay, such luxuries. Anyway, onwards towards Dover Castle and its stuff. Yeah, this castle is based off, well, actually no, it's an almost exact replica of Dover Castle in, well, I wonder, Dover in the southeast of England. Very, very nice castle. It's my favourite castle of all time. It's actually a Norman, well, they say it's not normal. Wasn't built by William the Conqueror, it's built by his descendant during the 1100s as a palace for visiting French kings. And then eventually it was turned into a fort and keep with perimeter and inner walls. The walls are really thick, meters thick in fact, and the building is roughly 30 meters high, hence why I have built it 30 blocks high, because apparently each block in this game is a meter cubed. For people who don't know what maths is, that means a meter? Yep. I may know maths, but I don't know bloody English. Anyway, for those that are mathematically challenged, it means that it is a meter thick, a meter wide, and a meter in height. 3 dimensions, everyone loves those. Anyway, this is an exact replica. We've got this little thing, which I can't remember what that actually is. I think it's like entrance to a small private chapel for the king. Yes, I know that looks dodgy, and it's not my fault. I just had to keep it exact to that side, and yes, I don't like it because of OCD, but hey ho, deal with it. We go in, and as you see in the real life castle, you would see this, which is an amazing description. It's things. Kitchen, that's what it's called. Massive kitchen, able to feed thousands of people. If you actually go to Dover Castle, you'll see the immense scale of it. I've tried using a thingy for. Why? Anyway, I keep the pigs in here so that they know that they're going to be eaten. Yay, because that would make perfect sense. Supports and English and such. Anyway, go up these helical staircases, not spiral. Now, you might wonder, oh, why were they designed in such a way? Well, as one walks up the stairs, because you've got this massive column on the right, you do not have room to swing your sword with your right hand, which is most people's sword arm. So, instead, you would have to switch to your left hand. That would be very difficult if you are the invader, whereas the person who is defending the stairs has the ability to swing because of the space that is left by the surrounding walls, and so they can use their sword arm and hit people. Bit of history for you there. So this is in Dover Castle. They spent millions of pounds restoring the place, you know, making it look nice. They had the Royal College of Sewing and the Royal Foundation of Furniture Making, which actually make the royal family's furniture, and built all these beds, colourful transcripts. What are they called? The murals. What are the things on the walls? The sewed things with knights and dragons and stuff. Anyway, lots of colourful carpets because, well, it's royalty. You're going to have that. Nice, lovely ruined fireplace, chandeliers, strut-framed or arched supports to support the clay and stuff. Yay! And support the roof. This roofing and all that business. Got stone beds, all that business going on. Little book thingy over here. loving my descriptive words today. You can see how thick the walls are. These were supposed to protect against not cannon fire, because cast iron cannons had not been existed by then. Anyway, instead it would have been, you know, defense against trebuchets, catapults, that sort of thing. Arrows in the knee, didn't say that. This is the throne room. Well, it's the throne room. There was a throne room in Dover Castle, and it was all gold and all that business with tapestry. That's the word, tapestry. Yeah, tapestries all over the place, but it did not have a dining area. That was separate, but I could not be bothered to do two, so I just decided to merge it, you know, make it my own. Nice, lovely England flag in the back, St George's Cross. Everyone loves those stories of him defeating an imaginary dragon, apparently. Now, you may be wondering, why are the doors so small in medieval buildings? Ooh, I hear you ask. Well, in actual fact, it wasn't because the people were small. It was because there's enough space between, or, you know, on the other side of the door for a man with a mace to hide on the end, and for one must duck underneath the door to get through. That means lowering your head and exposing yourself to a massive mace coming down and clobbering you in the brains. More history. I bet I'm boring you people to death. Anyway, these are the rooms for the knights, all of the courtly orders of the king. This is my friend Jamie Tappington's room. That's an army cadet boy. That is the most crazy person I know. This is my room, and yes, my name is Colgate, and no, not toothpaste. Twice. Yep, thick walls. This bit doesn't actually exist in Dover Castle. It's actually you know, the roof inside the throne room is a lot higher, and so there's bits in the wall cavities, or like a pathway where you can walk, called the gallery. It's not actually a gallery, it's just, if you think of it, it's a viewing gallery of the throne where you can look down, and it was used in case, you know, enemies would go straight to the throne room, and you'd have these murder holes which would look down, and you'd be able to fire arrows or pour boiling oil down there, because that's the place they would go looking for the king. This is the blacksmiths, with a funnel that goes up to the roof. Funnel? Chimney. Anvils, cauldrons of the sort. Yep. So we head upstairs along the helical staircases. I love these words today. Yeah. And here we are on the outside. Now, in the castle, the actual castle, the tower is like that. It has a square point, and then another square bit going along and like this. But once again, time, couldn't be bothered, so instead of having a stairway which leads up, I had a stair, which would actually make it more difficult for attacking enemies to climb up, so you can just stab them in the chops whilst they're climbing up. This is the bit which the smoke comes out, which actually is in the castle, but it's blocked off to stop little children from going, "Hey mummy, look at me," and then jumping down thinking that it's a slide and then falling to their miserable deaths. Yep, you can see all over the place, actually. Quite high walls. In the castle they have metal bits stopping you from falling over, and in this bit it explains battles and sieges which went on here in Japanese, in English, in Spanish, in every single bloody language that exists. Well, maybe that's a bit over-exaggerated, but who cares? So yeah, that's Dover Castle. I built it using stone bricks and cobblestone.